Hello and welcome back to Wireman's Whimsy. This is another card using the Celebratory Sips paper, as well as in this case we've added the Simply Said in white heat embossing powder. So this one's super easy again. What we need is we need a card base, and you're going to measure 1 inch down from the top and score it from the corner to the top. And you need to be really careful when you're on this edge here about how you fold it over because the paper on the Petunia Pink anyway will separate a bit. I didn't find that on the Blackberry Bliss. You are going to need, on this one you don't necessarily need it, but it helps with decorating the corner. So where you need a 5 1/4 by 4 piece for the inside, plus a piece of basic white to write on, and we've actually used one of the textured note dies for this one. You're also going to need a piece of 5 1/4 by 4 for the front, and you're going to measure down 1 inch, and on this one you're actually going to cut. So we're just going to pop this in, and so our corner is in the trough and our 1 inch mark is in the trough as well. And when you're cutting into a point, you want to start away from the point, because if you start at the point it could jam all the paper up and then you just get bent paper, and that's not any good. Okay, so I've already done the scoring on this. What we're going to do is we're going to build the card. So we just need to put some adhesive on the inside here, and again this is all the Celebratory Sips paper. So you pop that down, and then we're going to do this, and we're going to pop this in the middle here so we've got somewhere to write our greeting on. And then we can just add this to the front like this, and we're going to pop this down like this. There we go. And we need to stamp on here. So I am going to fix this down. I'm just going to put some adhesive right along that edge, and we're going to fix that down, fold it down like that. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our Versamark and we're going to take the thanks, but I've been using my fingers on this a lot, so I'm going to just rub it with the embossing buddy, take any kind of oils or any static off the paper, and then we're going to stamp the thanks down like this. Okay, and then I'm just going to cover that up. I'm going to pull my embossing powder in, and I'm using the white embossing powder again, and we're just going to sprinkle this over, cover that up, tap it all off. Just going to sprinkle some more on, make sure we've got really good coverage. And I'm just going to brush. It's a little bit just stuck on the edge there, and I'm just going to brush that off. There we go. Now I'm going to put that well out of the way. I'm going to grab my heat emboss tool, and I'm going to make some noise. Okay. There we go, we can see it starting to change color. There we are. Okay, so I'm just gonna let that sit for a bit and cool down. I've already pre-built this because, you know, full disclosure, I made this card before, and this piece here totally terrible. So I decided I'd redo the video. So I've already kind of got this centerpiece built. This is one of the stylish shaped circles. This one I used the tall glasses, this one I used the tumblers. This is all just fussy cut out. These little purple flowers are also fussy cut out, and we added in the Charming Shimmer faceted gems. And I'm just going to add some more dimensionals to the back of this so that we can stick it down again. There we go. And we're going to pop this down. I can close this up. We can pop this down right like that. And there we go. I'm just going to also add some gems to the top here. I don't know how well they'll show up because they're the same color. But It just directs the eye and fills a little bit of space there. So there we go. That is our kind of corner fold card. It was cut and folded at 1 inch. And then we've got the DSP in behind. So let me know if you prefer the Blackberry Bliss or the Petunia Pup. And let's create together again soon.